Have you ever panicked and done something that was kind of desperate and embarrassing? In 1 Samuel 21, David kind of has a situation like that, but he ends up learning a very important lesson. After David fled Saul the second time, Jonathan tells David, "My dad's not really going to kill you. Let me talk to him." And he confronts him, and then Saul gets angry and tries to kill Jonathan this time. So Jonathan is like, "I was wrong. He's definitely going to try to kill you." So David continues on this journey of fleeing. David goes to Abimelech, the priest at that time, and he asks for supplies. And Abimelech says, "Why are you here alone?" And he's like, "Oh no, I camped my men somewhere else," which he's lying because his men aren't with him. And he says, "I'm on a secret mission from Saul and I don't have any food, or I left in such a hurry, I don't have a weapon." And so Abimelech gives him 5 loaves of bread, and he ironically gives him the very sword that David took from Goliath and used to cut his head off. David takes these things and he goes to Gath, which was like the capital of the Philistines, and that's where the king is, and that's also ironically where Goliath is from. And the thinking here is that Saul is not going to pursue him into Philistine land. But the people in Gath recognize him and are like, "Oh yeah, we know you. You are the one that killed Goliath." And they take him to the king. And David gets really afraid at this point. So he pretends like he's like really stupid and crazy, and he drools all over himself and he writes on the doors, and it works because the Philistines realize, oh, he's not really a threat, and they kick him out. Later, we actually get an insight into how these things affected David because he writes about it in Psalms 34 and 56. And these are mostly reflections on his thankfulness for God's grace, mercy, and protection. But you also get the feeling that he realizes the way he was acting was foolish. Because in 56, he writes, "What can mere humans do to me?" It's likely he also dealt with shame about the way he handled this situation. He used trickery and he lied and he was scared. Because in Psalms 34, he says, "I sought the Lord and he delivered me from all my fears." So here he's not saying he delivered me from danger, which he did do that too. He's saying he delivered me from my fear. We have this young brave soldier who started out so courageous wielding Goliath's sword, and now here he is again with Goliath's sword and he's cowering. But ultimately his reflection on that moment is, those who look to the Lord will be radiant with joy and their faces shall never be ashamed.